Hi, my name is Nikki, and thank you for tuning into my vlog. I am going to be talking about my experience with adult braces. So, I'm 28 years old, and this is the first time I've ever had any orthodontic work done. When I was about 14, my teeth were on track to become what they are today, but they weren't nearly as bad, and I specifically asked my dentist about braces, and he said I didn't need them. But fast forward to almost 15 years later, and it turns out I really should have gotten them because as my wisdom teeth grew in, they pushed all my upper teeth forward and started crowding, and I ended up with an enormous overjet and an overbite, and crowding in my upper teeth that makes my front teeth way more prominent and my side teeth recessed. So I'll show you. This is what they look like. See how. Okay, and also my lower teeth slope downward towards this tooth, which is actually a baby tooth that never fell out. So that tooth will be coming out at some point, hopefully naturally, and many years from now. But it's already been holding on for about 20 years too long. So eventually, I'll probably need to get an implant put in. But for now, the dentist said, the orthodontist, he said that they could hold the space for the implant with the braces and then with a retainer for up to a few years if it does come out. So I decided fairly recently that I wanted to go ahead and move forward with getting braces. I've never been too happy with my smile. Most of my pictures, I smile with my mouth closed. And whenever somebody takes a picture and I happen to be in profile, mouth open, not knowing a picture is happening, whenever I spot myself in those pictures, I just feel so horrible. Just because of the overjet, it really like pushes outwards of my mouth. So if it's open, you can see it. It just feels like it's really far out, and that makes me pretty unhappy. So originally, I wanted to do something like Invisalign, but it turns out that Invisalign is only really good for people who have problems with like the alignment of their teeth, but it doesn't really help if you have any bite issues, which I do. So, I got a consultation for that, but I was ineligible, so I decided to go ahead and speak to an orthodontist about getting more traditional braces. So I found an orthodontist in Manhattan, and he actually offered something called Fastbraces, which is similar to traditional braces in the way that it looks. You can get like a clear braces or metal. I chose to get metal. But the difference is that the brackets on traditional braces are square, and these brackets are more of a triangular shape, so they move the tooth and the root at the same time. So if I were going to go with traditional braces, I would need to have a couple of teeth extracted and then be in them for about 2 years. But with this fast braces system, the estimated time is going to be about 7 months, getting adjustments every 3 weeks. So the cost was about $5,000, and then at the end of my treatment, I'll have to pay another $750 for my retainers. What's good about the place that I chose to go to is they actually gave me like a gift card. I'm not sure where it is right now, but nope. But basically, it was $500 off for somebody else to use towards their orthodontic treatment, and then if somebody I know did use that voucher, I would get my retainers for free. So I'm still working out trying to get somebody to use it, but free retainers sound good. Yeah, so in order to pay for it, I did have to do financing with a payment plan, but it's really a good flexible situation. I didn't have to put any money down, And they were able to put the first 4 brackets on that same day that I decided that I wanted to move forward with it. So they only did the first 4 in the front, and then I got these put on about a week ago. So in 2 more weeks, they're going to put the rest of my brackets on. And I believe it's going to be both upper and lower because they'll need to use the lower to kind of move my jaw. And also, I would like them to even out this sloping tooth line. Yeah, so the experience of getting them put on was really simple, easy. It took about 5 minutes, honestly. And there was no like pain, just kind of like a pressure when they like push the bracket onto your tooth. And then for the first 3 days afterwards, I felt like an intense pressure on all of my teeth, but that's definitely letting up some. And I really can't see if anything's happened, but it's only been a week. So I took some ibuprofen the second and third day. I didn't even need it on the first day, but the second and third day was rough. And also, I was using dental wax, which I can show you. I have some right here. It's like a little wax. You break off a little piece and put it in a ball, and then you cover whatever bracket is irritating you. So for me, it was this one was irritating my lip a lot, so I was covering it in dental wax. But for the past 2 days, I haven't even needed it because my mouth has gotten used to them. I was also lisping a little bit for the first few days. I don't hear it myself. Maybe you guys can hear it. I don't know. But I feel like I'm speaking much more normally now. My mouth has kind of adjusted to having the braces in. I'm sure it's going to get horrible for a while after I have them all in, but for now, I feel like things are kind of going back to normal. So I also wanted to talk about the things that I'm doing with my teeth to, keep them clean and make sure that everything's good for when they put the other braces on, and also trying to develop some habits so that when I have them on, I already kind of have things set how they're supposed to be. So basically, I am brushing my teeth probably 4 times a day. When I wake up in the morning, before I go to bed at night, and then after every meal that I have. If I just have a little snack, I'll just rinse my mouth or like pick it. But because they're only on my front teeth, I'm not getting anything stuck in them because I can't really bite down with them. Because that is still a little sore. If I like accidentally hit my front teeth with my bottom teeth or with like a utensil or something, it can be a little bit painful. Yeah, so brushing that many times a day, mouth washing, at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 times a day when I brush my teeth, flossing every night, and using my water pick in the morning and at night. So I just bought it. I've got this cordless water pick flosser, and it is kind of hard to get used to because when you are using it and you like transition to the other side of your mouth, the water starts dripping down your arm. But I'm going to get better at it because I want to be really perfect by the time that all of my brackets are put on. So I'm using that every night and every morning.